Here's everything you need to know about the Tailscale Winter update for 2026 as quickly as possible. We had 11 launches across product categories like AI access, performance, identity, Kubernetes, logging, and auditing. So let's run through it. First up this week was Aperture by Tailscale launching in open alpha. Aperture is an identity-aware AI gateway and it removes API key sprawl. No more shipping OpenAI or Anthropic keys to every agent and device. Your AI access is tied directly to your Tailscale identity, and that means you get centralized visibility, usage controls, adoption insights, cost analysis, and compliance logging as well. No more handing out API keys like candy to every developer and CI environment. This works with common coding agents such as Codex, Gemini, and Claude Code, and most other frontier LLM models as well. Secure your AI usage with Tailscale today and find out more at aperture.tailscale.com. Next up, Tailscale peer relays are now generally available. These are a huge performance upgrade, and you can find out more about peer relays in this video up here. I saw a 15x increase in the throughput of nodes using a peer relay versus a DERP node. Now, no longer do you have to rely on Tailscale's shared DERP infrastructure. You can self-host your own peer relay and have the maximum throughput of that network, of that node's network performance available to the rest of your tailnet. There'll be a link in the description where you can learn more about peer relays, as well as everything else that I'm talking about in today's recap. Next up was GCS Log Streaming, Google Cloud Storage log streaming. You can now stream your Tailscale audit and flow logs to Google Cloud Storage. These are encrypted end-to-end and stored in your own bucket. They also allow you to reuse your existing GCP IAM policies and apply your own retention rules and integrate with existing workflows as well. We also launched device posture integrations this week. Now, Tailscale already lets you control who can access your tailnet using something called device posture management. Device posture lets you set access rules for your tailnet based on things like operating system versions or whether required updates and patches are in place. In other words, if a device isn't compliant, it won't be allowed to connect to your tailnet. So this week we introduced something new called device posture integrations. These integrations connect with those same policies to the tools your teams are already using, like Huntress and Fleet. Using device posture integrations, Tailscale can bring those signals together and enforce access consistently across your tailnet. So that means that compromised or unmanaged devices or non-compliant devices can be blocked automatically without manual reviews or access exceptions. Device posture integrations are available as add-ons for premium and enterprise plans. And if you're already using Huntress or Fleet DM, check it out today in the Tailscale admin console. We launched Tailscale Services back in October, and now it's officially generally available. Services bring service-aware networking to production so you can connect to apps and APIs, not just machines and IPs. We now have a native TSNet integration as well, so your applications can now be Tailscale aware directly. That means they can advertise themselves, manage traffic, and integrate cleanly into your app's lifecycle. It's GitOps friendly with a declarative JSON config, and it lets you expose a single stable URL for things like managed databases, third-party APIs, or services behind subnet routers. If you're building modern infrastructure, this makes your networking simpler and more predictable. Learn more about Tailscale Services in the link down below. Building on that announcement, we've also released this week the Kubernetes Egress proxy for Tailscale Services. The Kubernetes operator now natively understands Tailscale services. Pods can connect outbound to any published service across clusters, across VMs, or across external environments. This means you have the same service-aware model everywhere across your tailnet. Next up is Workload Identity Federation. We've made this generally available this week as well. And essentially, this is keyless authentication for workloads. No longer do you need static API keys embedded into your applications. You can define federated identities through the Tailscale API or something like Terraform. We support automatic token discovery for AWS, GCP, and GitHub. This is cloud-native identity done right, reusing the Tailscale identity already baked into every connection that you make across your tailnet. Entering beta this week is the Kubernetes API Proxy Auditing logging feature. This records individual Kubernetes API requests, captures them the moment they're received, and emits structured audit logs for your audit team or your security team to review at a later date. You can export these to cold storage, and they're designed for long-term retention and compliance purposes. This means Tailscale can be one platform for connectivity and Kubernetes auditing as well. And building on that foundation of identity that is baked into every Tailscale connection you make, SSH login events on Linux now include Tailscale Identity Context. This bridges identity-based access with host-level auditing. It works with native Linux auditing systems like Audit-D, Journal-D, and K-Audit-D as well. And it covers both Tailscale SSH and traditional SSH as well, using more traditional like OpenSSH implementation. Login events now include both local system user data and Tailscale user and device identity. No new agents, no new proprietary collectors, just the same Tailscale agents you're already running. So there we are. That's everything you need to know about the Tailscale Winter update as quickly as possible. A huge thank you from me to everybody at Tailscale that made a week like this possible. You can see this announcement list here is absolutely stacked, and that doesn't just happen by accident. But don't forget, we are bringing Tailscale up back as well, so you can find tickets for our user conference in the link down below. We have early bird pricing through the end of March, so save yourself a couple of $100 on a ticket registration there. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. I've been Alex from Tailscale.